Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Matt with OddsJam. Just coming to you live to place some positive expected value bets. I know that things have unfortunately been a little rough since I've started. I believe there's been one winning day, couple losing days, and a really, really rough last go of it. I'll share my screen here in a little bit to show the numbers, but it was super frustrating because looking at the data, I placed 11 bets and 9 of them beat the closing line and only one of them hit. It was rough. I did have one push, which I got refunded, but that was tough. It was really, really tough. But I've been doing this positive expected value betting for a while, and it's consistently been profitable. Bad days happen. I'll be a little stricter with my process as far as the percentage of positive expected value bets I place. So won't be as variant, presumably. But before I get started, I just want to highlight how important it is to make sure that you sign up in every sportsbook that's available in your state. If you look at the description, they have all the links there for you. It's incredibly, incredibly important. The more books you're signed up for, the higher chance you get of getting a positive expected value bet. And that's kind of the name of the game. So just want to highlight that. I do it at the beginning of every show, the middle of every show. And now let's get into it. So this is the spreadsheet that I've been tracking with these live stream picks. So the bets that I did last game started here with this BAM one. As you can see, a lot of lost, one refunded, but a lot of green here. So that tells me that we're placing the right bets, except for these two ended up not being positive expected value. That's why they're red. Let me zoom in a little bit just to make sure the screen is easier to see. So yeah, like I said, a lot of green here as far as beat the closing line. A lot of red here in that the bets didn't win. Overall, down 436 with, let's see, 410 of that being the last live stream. So that was tough. Hoping to be better. And I haven't been as active today locking in positive expected value bets. Unfortunately, I have a location issue with my computer, so I'm just going to lock them in on my phone. I'll pull everything up as I'm going through it, and we'll go from there. So for those of you who are new, haven't listened to any of the videos yet, my process here is any player prop that is within 40 cents of market width and that is above 7% positive expected value, I'll place. I use the Kelly criterion method. So whatever it tells me here is what I'm going to end up locking it in on. Bonus points, if it's plus money, not all of them are, but as long as it's like this one is, this Cade Cunningham, I'll end up locking in. I'll actually pull that up on my phone now on Caesars. I know it's, like I said, it's unfortunate that I have a location issue. It's just one of those things that happen when you're using desktop, but I'm logging into Caesars here. As you can see on the screen, that is my Caesars account. So I'll go ahead and lock this in. And yeah, so as I was saying, my process for these positive EV bets for player props specifically is above 7% and is within 40 cents of market with bonus points for it being plus money. This one it's plus 120. Looks like the play is Cade Cunningham under 0.5 blocks. Looks like that is 33 cents of market width because they're negative. You add them together. Plus 120 on Caesars. I love this bet. I have Caesars pulled up. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in on my phone where I blocks. Come on. There we are. Cade Cunningham. Looks like 70. I'll round this up to 80 because I always like to do the numbers divisible by 5. Just that's an easy way to stay to not get limited. And that one's in. So lock that in on my phone. And that is the first one. So it looks like it already, thank God I locked it in as quickly as it did because it already disappeared when I refreshed. And then as far as game props go, I don't normally take anything that's under, 2-3% positive expected value. And and the market width for game props is within 25 cents. So we give a little bit higher market width for player props because they're the higher variance, but game prop, we like to stick to it as tight as possible. So looks like this top one, let me refresh again. This top one has disappeared. So this next one, Jalen Suggs over 5.5 assists. Looks like the market width on this one is 38. That is plus 150 on DraftKings. This is a $60 bet for me because the percent chance of it isn't as high to hit. So let me pull up DraftKings, pulling it up here, as you can see. I'm logging into my account. NBA, what is this one again? Jalen Suggs, right, over 5.5 assists. Player prop. Assists, Jalen Suggs, plus 150, plus 150, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in for $60. Just hit place, and we are good to go there. So that's my second play, both player props. Whoops, I think I forgot to actually lock this one in 60. And come on, we're good to go. All right, so looks like this Josh Giddey one is another one that is 31 cents of market width. Looks like that is the under 6.5 rebounds. Another Caesars bet. This one is a $70 bet. So let me get back into Caesars. Okay, I'm logged into Caesars and Thunder Pacers. Come on. All right, player props. Looks like the play was the Josh Giddey under rebounds. Josh Giddey under rebounds. It's locked in Caesars. You can see the Caesars account right there, placed, and $70. Let me go ahead and lock this in here as well. Hopefully the location issue gets fixed. I know this isn't great video. I'll try to be a little bit quicker as I lock it in on my phone, but that is my third play. So let's keep going. This one, 50 cents of market width, isn't a play. This is a game prop that doesn't fit. This one doesn't fit. Just above 42. This one doesn't fit. This one is for football. I would take it, but it is for football. So, okay, looks like we have now maxed out the player props. So that was 3 player props. I'm going to refresh this again. And if there's nothing new there, which it looks like there isn't, I'm going to go ahead and take away player props. So that way it just doesn't flood in. And then I'll check again at the end to see if there's anything there. But so far, 3 bets placed. So this one actually isn't a true play because the line that the positive EV bet for is for bookmaker. And this is also for tomorrow. So let me scroll down here. This doesn't fit. This one just does. It's 20. Another play on Caesars looks like it is puck line Penguins -2 plus 150 on Caesars. A lot of Caesars plays here. That's all right. $33. I'll go ahead and lock this in. All right. Let me navigate to the NHL. I was just on football. I am at hockey and puck line Pittsburgh Penguins -2. I'll go ahead and round this one down to 30 and locked in. All right. So this one was a $30 play. And that is my 4th play of the game. I doubt I'll have 11 like I had last time. But, you know, that's part of the reason why it was such an unsuccessful venture because I had so many. And, of course, they all did poorly. All right. So let's see. Nothing new here. This might end up being a shorter live stream. So far, I have 4 plays. This is a play. So the Magic Pistons over 214. Looks like they're also a play at the over 215. I'm going to go ahead and take both. So these are both on WinBet. I generally don't like to take a ton. Like sometimes you'll see if the perfect line really, really narrows in on a line, you'll see like 5 or 6 plays for the same one. I generally don't like to take that much, but this one with only 2, I do kind of like. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in. It is the Pistons Magic over. Looks like this play is over 214. Let me pull that up. Game props. Over 214 should be -115. Perfect. This is a $45 play. All right. And let me lock that in and good to go. So over 214. Wait. Okay. Yeah. So that one was, I was on BetMGM. I had the odds mix up. So this was a $45 play on BetMGM. The next one is over 215 on WinBet is -110. Let me pull that up. Over 215 -110 on WinBet. This is a $40 play. And all right, I have this one up, placed bet, and let me log it in here. So this is, I think, my fourth and fifth play, or fifth and sixth. And let's refresh this and see if there are any more. Oh, here's a huge one. See, this is what I'm talking about. So you see 3 here. Generally, when I see 3 like this, let me make sure, because sometimes these change quickly. When I see 3 like this that are all going to be pretty high, like 106, 172, 105, I generally like to play the one just with the highest positive expected value. And then if there's multiple, so let me get into points bet. And then if there's multiple and there isn't a huge difference, like this one, 12 to 8 is pretty quick. So let me log into points bet. All right, I'm in. Basketball, and is the Spurs Bulls, I believe, the first half over. Okay. Let me find this. Perfect. First half, alternate points. I want the over 113.5, and this is going to be $100 play. Over 130. The odds. Oh no, it's the under. Perfect. All right, perfect. I had it wrong. It's the under 113.5. 106. This is going to be a hell of a play. I'll round this down to 105 and placed bet. All right. 105. So I'll refresh this, and if there's still a play here, I'll go ahead and take this one just because it's a higher % chance of hitting, which it is still there. All right, and this is going to be, I believe, another $105 play. And this one is under 115, should be minus 110. Perfect. 105. Locked and loaded. So these are going to be massive. Obviously, these are going to be the ones that'll really make or break whether I profit off this or not. Let me refresh. All right, so now let's see if anything else popped up. If not, anything above 5%, since I have some pretty big plays. 30. No, let me look at the player props again. And if there's nothing here, then I'll just go ahead and end this one a little bit early. This Bulls one is still here, but I don't want to have 280 on the same play, because if that hits, then I'm just guaranteed a loss. Even though if one of them doesn't, but I don't want to just totally crush it. So let's see, 42. This one's 59. This one is T. Higgins. Okay, so no more plays for me. Looks like I had a total of 5 or 6, 7, something like that. Let's do a quick recap and wait for it to load. All right, so it was, this Jalen Suggs one did end up being in twice. Okay, so the 6 plays are, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 plays. The first one is going to be, so far they're all still green, which is good. Cade Cunningham under 0.5 blocks. That was on Caesars. Jalen Suggs over 5.5 assists. That is on DraftKings plus 150. I love how many of these are plus money. So it looks like all but 3 of them are plus money. So that's a good, I love that, because you don't need the majority of them to hit if they're plus money. Josh Giddey under 6.5 rebounds. That is also on Caesars plus 130. Penguins puck line -2, also on Caesars plus 150. And then I took 2 different totals for this Magic Pistons game. The first one over 214.5 -115 on BetMGM. Win bet minus 110 on the over 215. And then last 2 loaded, first half under for Spurs Bulls, both on points bet. Under 113.5 at plus 120. That was a huge 105 play. And under 115 minus 110, another 105 play. And that's going to be it for me today. So a couple bets. Really, really hoping that I got some good ones here today. Like I said, about eight total. Probably about $300, $400, something like that. Crossing my fingers. But that's all I got for you. So mention this at the top of the show. Just want to make sure I highlight the importance of signing up for every sportsbook in your state. Obviously, looking at this positive EV page, PointsBet is new in Virginia. And if I hadn't signed up, then I wouldn't have those 2 massive plays. So I'm signed up for every possible sportsbook that's legal in Virginia. Whether you're in Pennsylvania or Colorado or New Jersey, definitely make sure to have access to every single one, because it just increases the opportunity you have to profit on all these sports books. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. So happy betting, happy watching. And I'm really looking forward to having a better day than before. All right. Have a good one.